people, thank you so much for stopping by. My name's Crystal and today we're going to go through what would be the most ideal makeup kit for somebody who is starting out in makeup. So a lot of these products I have tried myself, I've utilized on multiple occasions, and I definitely think they are 100% reliable and you will get the best outcomes for your clients if you purchase these products. So this is a collective makeup kit that if you are a makeup artist that I highly suggest you invest in. If you have no idea where to start, if you're just starting your makeup journey and you're literally got no products whatsoever in your kit, this is definitely a good place to be because I will be going through every single category and telling you my recommendations and prices as well. At the end of the day, if you want to make money from a business, you do need to invest in that business as well. I can see this intro is getting really long, so before we get into the video, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and also jump over to my Instagram and go and give me a follow over there. I will have my handle on the screen for you guys to go and check me out over there. And without further ado, let's just get straight into the video. I have a bunch of notes here with all the prices and all the products, so if I look down, that's what I'm looking at. So let's dive straight into it. The first item that I want to talk about is primer. So the two primers that I recommend investing in a kit is the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Primer. I think that is fantastic for an array of skin types, dry and oily, and that comes in at $49 for that primer. And then also the Tatcha, the Silk Canvas Primer. Now that can either be in the liquid form or in the solid form. That comes in at $83 per unit, and again that is a pore filling primer. So you've got two different types of primers there for two different types of clients, or an array of clients actually, because that does cover a lot of different skin types. And with primer you can use it on any skin tone, you're not affected by it at all. So for the category of primer, the investment would be around about $132 for those two primers, but you gotta remember you're purchasing two, so you're going to have double the time in terms of its longevity. Next is concealer. So I have three concealers to talk about here. So I've first said the NARS Soft Matte Concealer. Now these retail for $48 a piece. Now I've said here to invest in three. Now the reason I've said to invest in three is to get one at the fair domain of the skin range, the middle, and then the deep. So if you've got an array of skin tones in your concealers, especially in the pot concealer, you can mix them together. So you can use this particular concealer for two different purposes. You can use it for spot concealing, and then you can also use it for under eye as well. So you've kind of got two purposes there, but I do definitely recommend investing in three, and investing in three would come to $144 because they do go for $48 a piece. Next is the Tarte Shape Tape. I've also said to invest in three different shades for this as well. I do think as long as you have three different shades in something, you're able to mix and match as you need to get almost every single skin tone that you need to cover as a makeup artist. So the Tarte Shape Tape retails for 40 Australian dollars. Having three, that would come into 120. And then the last concealer that I have popped on the end of that, you don't necessarily need this one, but I do find that it works for a lot of different skin types. I know the Tarte Shape Tape doesn't work for mature age skin at all, so, and it can be quite drying as well. If you've got somebody who's got dry under eyes, you don't want to be using something that's going to be drying. So I've said the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. So I've said two shades for that. They retail for $46, so that comes in at $92 for that particular product, which gives an overall total cost of $356 for this category. The next category is foundation. So I have said the NARS foundation. So I've said the NARS Radiance foundation, and I've said to invest in four shades. So that retails for 78 Australian dollars for that particular foundation, and that would come into $312 for your bases. Now you've got to remember the bases are going to be the most expensive because that is what's going to carry the look throughout the day. Eyeshadows don't break up as fast as foundations and concealers, and you need that base to work. So investing big here is going to make the difference for your final look as a makeup artist. So four of those, I've also said the Laura Mercier, the matte foundation, and that is an alternative to the NARS one. So the NARS one works for both oily and dry skin, but I've also got a matte concealer there as well, which is the Laura Mercier Ultra Longwear foundation. I've just completely lost the name of it. That comes in at $77, and I've said to get three shades of that, again, so you can get a spectrum of skin tones out of that particular foundation. So that comes in at $231. I don't think that's right, but anyway. So I've got the total number for this category as $543. So yes, that's steep. I 100% understand that the numbers that I'm talking about here is steep. but this is a complete makeup kit for a makeup artist. So you've got to remember, you are catering for a lot of different people. You don't need one foundation, you actually need an array of skin tones, an array that will accommodate for skin types. So that's why the numbers are quite high. So for powders, I've got the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder, that's $59. Get the 2 shades, there's one in light and then there's one in deep. Grab both of those, and then I've also got the Hourglass Mineral Veil Translucent Powder, that's $74. That works for people that have dry under eyes, so I definitely recommend purchasing both types so that you've got both skin types. So the total for that is $192. And then I've also mentioned color correctors as well. So for color correctors, I pick up 2. I would pick up the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector in the light medium and in the medium deep. So you've got a salmon color and you've got a apricot color. The 2 of those together come to $108. Now you don't necessarily have to purchase color correctors, but I mean, if you really want to take your makeup to the next level, I definitely think it's something that you have to look at down the track, because color theory is really important as a makeup artist, and it's something that you're going to come across one way or another, so you might as well invest in it whilst you're investing in everything else. So the next thing is bronzers. So I've got 3 bronzers here. So I've gone for the Benefit Hoola and the Benefit Hoola Toasted. So they are $54 each, retail Australian dollars. And then I've also said the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow. So that retails for 98 Australian dollars, which brings the total for this category to $206. Yes, again, expensive, but I mean, you've got to cater for everybody. And those particular bronzers are fantastic. And with the Charlotte Tilbury one, you actually get a highlighter in there as well. And you get so much product, it's insane. So it's definitely worth the money. Blushes, I've said MAC blushes because they're not inexpensive. At the end of the day, you can always get cheaper versions at the drugstore. That's always going to be the reality of it. But if you want to get something that's going to be really, really good quality from the get-go, I definitely recommend looking at MAC, because the prices for what you get for an artistry level item is pretty good. So they're $47 each, and I've said to get 3. So my favorite are Gingerly, Margin and Melba. They're my favorite go-tos. I love them. I think they're great. They're just some suggestions. There are other ones in there as well that you can look at, but they're just a couple off the top of my head that I love. And then I've also said a Hourglass blush. They retail for $64. You don't really need that particular item. It's just, I don't know, I think it's nice to have something a little bit more luxury, especially if you are charging the higher end as a makeup artist, especially if you're doing brides and stuff like that. So that would come to $64, and the total for that category would be $205. So next up is highlighters. So I have said 3 highlighters for this one. I've said Becca Opal, which is $64, Benefit Cookie, which is $54, and Double Gleam, which is $55. At the end of the day, a highlighter is a highlighter, and there actually is one in that Film Star Bronze and Glow. So other than that, if you really want to cut that back, I would say just get Cookie, which comes in at $54. But if you were to get all of them, that would come in at $173. So next up is eye primers. So I've literally just said the MAC Paint Pots. They're pretty effective. I really like them. So they're $38 a piece. So I'm saying on my notes here to get Ochre and to get Painterly. It covers enough skin tones to get you started. You would need to invest in deeper skin tones as time goes on, but I mean, it can get you started, or you can invest in a clear one. I know that Urban Decay has a really nice clear eye primer, so does NARS. You could look at them as well, which will cover everybody. So if you want to save costs, that's how you could do it. But if you were to go for the eye primers, this would come in at $76. So next up is setting sprays. I've said 3 setting sprays here. I've said the Glow Recipe Watermelon Face Mist, which is $45, the MAC Fix Plus Rose, which is $39, and the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, which is $24. So the total for this category comes to $108. You can get away with not doing setting sprays. People are very aware of setting sprays now, so it's probably worth having at least one in your kit, at least the Morphe setting spray, just to kind of give them that refreshed feeling. But I kind of like the smell of the Glow Recipe Watermelon Face Mist, and I feel like it gives a spa-like response to your client. And every single time I spray it, no matter who it is, they go, oh, that smells really nice. Like, it smells like a watermelon lolly. It's so delicious, and you feel like you're getting a really luxury experience. Be known for using the best products. I reckon investing in that one, and that brings the total to $108 for that category. So next is brows. I've got quite a bit for this particular category. So I've said Precisely My Brow in 3 shades. They're $45 each, which would come to $135. I've said the Benefit Brow Palette. So this is the Browsings palette. That comes in at $68. I've said to get the light medium and the medium deep to cover all of your skin types and your brow hair tones, I suppose. So that comes in at $136. I've said the Benefit Gimme Brow in 3 different shades. They're $45 each, so again, $135. And then the Anastasia Dip Brow, which is $33 each, and that comes in, if you get 4 of them like I've suggested, at $132, which brings this category to a final cost of $538. Yes, that is super expensive, but once you invest in this stuff, it'll last you so long. It'll last you ages. So it's a lot, but it's a lot to process as well. If you need to get off the ground, I would probably just invest in the 2 Benefit Brow palettes, the Pro palettes that you can get, because that'll get you off the ground as well. As long as you purchase the right tools, like a really good eyebrow brush, you can get away with that as well. But if you're going to do that and avoid the pomades and avoid the Precisely My Brow pencils, I would definitely get the Gimme Brow brow mascara thing, which puts the fibers on the brows just to make sure they look natural and soft. So next up is eyeshadows. I have said the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Original Palette, which is $59, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam Palette, which is $76, and the Huda New Nudes, which is $99. So it brings the total for this category to $234, which honestly, if you just needed a couple of palettes that are going to get you through, that's it. You don't really need more than that. I don't really see anybody asking for bright purple eyes on their wedding day, or you have to have a very tailored client to want something that's super colorful. So stick to your nudes. Your soft glam's usually pretty good, and your Morphe Jaclyn Hill does cover you off on quite a few different tones as well, and there are a few pops of colors in there too, so you're pretty safe with that one, and it isn't too badly priced for what you get. You get a heap of shades, it'll get you through, and it has some really good inner corner highlights in there too. I'm wearing them today. So moving on to eyeliners, I have said MAC Black Track, which is a pot eyeliner, which is $35, MAC Coffee Pencil, which I'm wearing today, which is also $35, and then Tarte Fake Awake, which is $32, which is a nude eyeliner. So that will bring you to a total of $102 for this category. I think all of those eyeliners are great. At the end of the day, an eyeliner is an eyeliner. You could probably get alternatives from the drugstore that do just as well, but for me, these are the ones that I've tried and that I recommend for this category. Next up is a mascara. I have 2 mascaras that I am obsessed with. So I've got the MAC Giga Black Lash for $39 and the NARS Climax Lash Mascara for $38. I love both of them. So I know a huge issue that I face because I have quite long lashes is transferring onto my eyelids. So the NARS Climax Mascara does not do that. I can say that for a fact, and that's why it's very reliable. An alternative to this could also be the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir mascara. That's a really good one as well, but based off those two, it brings this category to a total of $77. Next up is lashes. Honestly, Ardell Wispies, they're like $11 from Priceline. Just bulk up on those. If you want to go something a little bit more luxurious, I would say the Huda Beauty Samantha lashes, they're $35 each. If you were to get 2 pairs of the Huda Beauty lashes and 10 pairs of the Ardell lashes just to get you off the ground and going, it would come to a total of $158. So the next category is lipsticks. I would suggest 5 lipsticks from MAC. They're $30 each. They come in at a pretty good price for what you get. And then I would also suggest 2 lipsticks, particularly Anniversary and Prom Night from Huda Beauty, their matte lipstick range. That would bring you to a total of $226 for this category. And honestly, they're 2 brands that are super reliable and you can't really go wrong. So if you are particularly a bridal makeup artist, they're definitely brands to look at. Lip liners, I've just said NYX lip liners are about $7 each. Get 5 of those for $35 and you're pretty much covered. Get yourself some nudes, some brown nudes, some pink nudes, and some reds, and you'll be covered for everything. The NYX lip liners are so good. I honestly can't see myself spending big dollars on lip liners. I just don't see the point when you can just use a liquid lipstick or something along those lines. So just get the NYX ones. They're good, they'll do the job, and they're inexpensive. So for lip gloss, I've said the Marc Jacobs Sugar Sugar lip gloss. That's $43 a piece for it. Yeah, that's pretty expensive, but honestly, I have not seen anyone who doesn't like that shade. It's such a beautiful lip gloss. It lasts for ages. I've gone through a whole tube of it and I can definitely say it is amazing. It also has this really nice minty kind of feeling to it, which gives a really nice experience for your client as well. So I definitely recommend that one. And then the other one that I've got here is the Hourglass lip glosses, particularly in the shade Provoke. That seems to match a lot of different skin tones as well. They retail for $48 a piece. So both of those lip glosses are quite expensive. expensive for what they are. They're kind of more expensive than the lipsticks, but they do kind of tie off the look and they make the difference at the end of the day if your client does want a glossy lip. And that brings the total for that category to $91. So we're finally up to the last category, which is liquid lips. So I have said the Stila Stay All Day liquid lipstick, they're $35 a piece. I particularly think that investing in the shade Caramello is really good. Some people want a matte liquid lipstick that's going to last all day guaranteed, and this particular one will do that. And the nude shade that it comes out as is very, very universal, so it's definitely something to look at. But I mean, if you're investing in lipsticks and you're getting like 5 from MAC, you don't really need to be worrying about liquid lipsticks. So that's just an added bonus in there if you are interested in using those products, but otherwise you can go without. But based off everything that I have discussed with you guys today, the total for this full makeup kit, if you're getting started out in makeup and you have nothing, would come to $3,595. And yes, again, that's a lot of money, but at the end of the day, if this is going to be your career, you have to spend money to make money. That goes for marketing as well. You do need to invest in yourself, back yourself, and make sure you're using the right tools. So if you were doing a trade, say for example, a laboring trade, you would need to have the right tools to get the job done. So you'd need to invest in that. So if you keep that kind of mindset, you're fine. This can be something that you save towards. You can start small, you can build your kit slowly and slowly, which is what I do. I've been building mine over years and then replacing as I go and making sure I only invest in the best products on the market. So I hope this video was really helpful for you guys and that you were able to get something from it. If you enjoy videos like this, please do let me know in the comments below. I love to get feedback, it's fantastic. And do not forget to subscribe before you leave. It's been a pleasure having you guys around and joining my little group of people here on YouTube. It's been so much fun watching it grow. And again, thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks guys, bye.